right, so now on to our pickled eggs. And these are for hard-boiled eggs. So you already boiled these eggs.
That is right.
And we're doing a Kansas-style recipe. So what makes it Kansas-style?
That's a great question, Eva.
I have a feeling it's because it's like spicier, right?
I want to say so.
I
think you're right about that.
That's what I have a feeling. So I went ahead and I looked up some of the history around like pickling eggs, just because, I don't know, I'm kind of a history buff, so I like to know like where things are coming from and why. So I found out that on the Mayflower, they couldn't bring any like, perishable foods, so they pickled a bunch of eggs, and they were at sea for 66 days and needed a protein source, so they pickled eggs. And so pickled eggs were on the Mayflower when they came over to the Americas.
That's awesome.
And then I also learned that they have Amish origins.
Ooh.
I know, so these are more worldly than we think. I didn't know that they were that, So these came over from Germany as well. So when settlers came over and settled in Pennsylvania, also known as Pennsylvania Dutch, they were known for making pickled eggs.
Awesome.
And then I have one last one that's just weird, but I'll share that after. That's like a little tease. I'll share my last weird fact after we get through some of this.
I like this.
So tell me a little bit about what we're doing.
So this is going to be like the refrigerated version like we did with our pickles.
Right.
So pretty quick and easy. It'll last for several weeks to a few months. Just as long as you keep your, what do you call it? Hard boil.
Hard boil.
If you boil your eggs and then like basically immediately can them, they should last for several months.
Okay.
But if you like leave them out for a little bit longer, they're not like fresh from the grocery store, that kind of thing, it'll kind of decrease the life of them.
Gotcha.
But as always, I say smell it first.
Oh,
Smell it first, and
well, it smells like hard-boiled eggs. So
I'm gonna quickly rinse this out.
So Brandi, you hard-boiled them and then peeled them, right? That's step number one. Hard-boiled your eggs, peel your eggs, and then they're ready to go, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fantastic.
All right, so I'm gonna incorporate all of this stuff here.
So that's lime juice.
We've got lime juice. How about I scoot some of this stuff over so you can see it? So we've got lime juice. We have, one of these is salt, one is sugar. Don't ask me which one.
I can't tell either.
The lime juice is just like...
Yeah. Lime juice, salt, sugar, garlic. Does it matter if it's minced or powdered?
I'm sure you could use powdered.
Okay, cool.
I think that's a great substitute, probably.
And then this is probably what makes it Kansas style, because it's hot, spicy. These are crushed red pepper flakes.
Right.
And honestly, those, I always say measure with your heart. I love spice, so I would probably be putting in more.
Only spilling a little bit this time, I swear.
Okay, you're doing great.
Thank you. She's very supportive, you guys.
So then you whisk it all up. Yes. Is there anything that you need to look for to know that it's done, or is it just...
No. I mean, you can wait for it to be dissolved, or you can pour it in and just make sure you shake it enough times before you see, like, so you don't have a bunch of sediment in the bottom. It says 2 to 3 cups for this recipe.
Okay.
So I did a little bit. We're going to add a little bit more, get the rest out at the bottom.
And this is vinegar, right?
This is vinegar, yeah. Okay. So if you notice, last time we talked about like the cost of these things.
Yes.
And I mentioned a lot of stuff you're just going to keep using over and over again. This is the same vinegar. This is the same salt. This is the same garlic.
That's right. Okay. So it's all the ingredients that you bought before.
Right.
That's why this is sustainable servings, guys.
Exactly. And that's it. Ta-da. You could have fit way more eggs in there. We had a little conundrum earlier today.
We did have a conundrum. Our eggs weren't hard-boiled enough earlier. And that wasn't going to work.
No, it was not. But we fixed it. And that's the important thing, is we made it for you guys.
But you probably shouldn't shake these, but you can shake these up, right?
So these are pretty tightly fit in there. So it should be good, but maybe just like gently turn.
Gently turn versus these, you can kind of give them a...
Yeah, those you can shake around. These still have the shells and they're raw on the inside, so maybe not.
So that's the main difference, really. These are preserving raw eggs, and these are preserving hard-boiled eggs.
Right.
Okay, very cool.
Perfect.
All right, so how long do we have until we get to taste them?
We're going to come back in 2 weeks.
Okay.
We're going to come back in 2 weeks. We are going to try these straight out of the jar. And these, I think we're going to make some scrambled eggs, and we're going to have some extra guests this time.
Some extra guests.
Dang, I missed it. Oh, so close.
Oh, wait, it's time for my last fact that I thought was really crazy. So when I looked up more about pickling eggs, apparently in the 1940s, like housewives were encouraged to put them on skewers and have them as lollipops.
Oh my gosh.
It was, you know, that really strange time of like,
I'm bringing my skewers in 2 weeks, you guys.
oh, we're gonna make lollipops
I think
with
I have some
hard-boiled eggs.
tropical ones.
Woo! All right. Well, I guess we're gonna housewife it. All right, Brandi. Well, thank you so much. As always, it's a pleasure. Can't wait to come back and try these in 2 weeks.